Brought to you by stationhousecoffee.com and inspireddisorder.com/ting.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Swipe Up, the 90th episode of the show where I share some of my favorite posts from Instagram. Let's get it started with this first one from Netflix. Bunch of Black history is very important right now. Just understanding why the Black Lives Matter movement is so big and so powerful. Aside from the pandemic and everybody being out of work, and I mean, there's a lot of reasons for an opportunity for people to be out in the streets protesting police brutality and racially motivated police brutality and murder of George Floyd, of course, but so many other people. So here are a list of some comedies or comedians to check out on some Black comedians on Netflix. Trevor Noah, son of Patricia, Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones. I mean, Dave Chappelle's, all of his specials on Netflix are amazing. Sticks and Stones, I believe, is the newest one. Astronomy Club, it's a sketch show. Tiffany Haddish, They Ready, is a kind of a feature of a bunch of comics. Kamal Bell, Private School Negro. Michael Shea, Matters, great special. D. Ray Davis, How to Act Black. Kevin Hart's Black History, Guide to Black History, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's a stand-up or if that's... I think I tried to watch that once and it was... I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Wanda Sykes, Not Normal, and Tambourine by Chris Rock, which is okay. Chris Rock, I prefer Chris Rock's earlier stuff, but for sure Tiffany Haddish is amazing, and the comic she got on there. So if you're looking for some insightful stand-up comedy from a bunch of powerful Black voices, go over to Netflix and check those out. I love stand-up, and yeah, those are some good ones for sure. All right, moving on now to, speaking of Michael Shea and comedy, they started doing comedy out in New York. I mean, clubs are starting to open up, but this was kind of the first of the first. They were doing these parking lot shows where the comic would get in the back of a pickup truck and do comedy, and this is one that's happening recently during the protests. Let's check it out.
And keep going, because this shit is important. It's amazing to watch. It's amazing and a little bit embarrassing to watch people on TV doing what I never thought was possible and also never had the nerve to try. And it's inspiring as well. But also, don't ever feel too busy to take a break, and busy to laugh, and busy to let go. Because that community, you laughing together, is more powerful than any type of anger you'll ever have. You know what I mean? And that's what comedians, that's all we want to do. We get up.
It's crazy, man. I love that comedy's coming back. I'm scared also at what, with everybody out protesting. Everybody, make sure you wear your mask. I mean, that's going to help keep this pandemic from continuing to go, which I'm sure it's spiking everywhere. But it's just, I feel, because it's like, with the pandemic, comics literally could not do their art. They require an audience. They require laughter to create their art. And I felt very lucky that the art that I make doesn't require anybody but me. But it's heartwarming and awesome to see stand-up comedy starting to come back, and just how inventive, like Bert Kreischer's doing a drive-in movie theater tour, which is crazy. I mean, it's just the invention and the kind of just ability to adapt and evolve is just it's amazing. It's inspiring. All right, moving on. Some craziness. Video showing how Adam Ray avoids the COVID. This kid just with crazy head movement. Definitely not coached by Edmund, Ronda Rousey's boxing coach. who knows how to yell head movement, but this kid knows how to fucking move. That is just crazy. Just bobbing and weaving, especially once it goes slow motion. That's just nuts, man. That's what I heard. Like every time I hear a fighter like Michael Bisping, talk about pad work and the difference between good pad work and bad pad work, is that like good pad work, the guy holding the pads when they throw shots that to move from, they actually throw the shots. They're not like, they're not like throwing their hand over somebody's head. They're not kind of helping the situation out. Anyway, I don't know. This is just amazing. This kid freaking dodging bullets. All right, moving on again. This one, of course, just a still. Dave Chappelle released I don't consider it comedy. A comedy special. It's like 28 minutes special, 26 minutes. It's titled 8 minutes and 46 seconds or 8:46. I don't know how you say it, but that is the amount of time that George Floyd was choked on the ground before he died. But it is definitely powerful to listen to somebody who is amazing at speaking and forming his opinions into words, do so on a stage out. I think it's out in Dayton. Kind of another way comedians are evolving. It was cool to see how everything was set up. It was like a backyard show. All the chairs were, social distancing, feet apart. And Dave went up and pretty much gave his thoughts on everything that's going on. And it was powerful, very powerful. He's one of the best speakers of our time, and one of the most powerful voices in the black community. But just in culture, in United States culture, race aside, Dave Chappelle is, he transcends everything, and it's amazing, and it was powerful to watch. And I highly recommend you watch it. It's on YouTube. It's on Instagram. There's a lot of places to watch it. It is not on Netflix. I saw people saying that he dropped a new Netflix special. He has many Netflix specials. This, I would not consider it to be a comedy special. I would just consider it to be spoken word, I guess. I don't know what you would define it as, but it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's powerful, and everybody should go watch it for sure. For sure. Moving on now to just give some comparisons to previous protests and how long they took. The Montgomery bus boycott lasted 382 days. The Freedom Rides lasted 7 months. The Greensboro sit-in lasted 6 months. The Birmingham movement lasted 37 days. That one's pretty short. I think we're probably, week 2, week 3 of protests. The coverage of protesting has kind of gone down despite, I love going on TikTok to see protest videos because you're getting first-person views of what is primarily peaceful protests. I think there was a looting in a Walmart recently, but Walmart... Fuck Walmart. Walmart is one of the worst corporations out there. They're a big corporation that I'm sure receives plenty of bailouts and is not hurting. But I don't see the type of destruction that was happening when all of this started. It's primarily peaceful and powerful. All right, so just to keep it in perspective, this might take a long time, but it's worth the time. It's worth the effort. And change is starting to be made. Slowly but surely, laws are being passed. Depending on how the trial goes with the guy that murdered George Floyd and the 3 other cops that witnessed it and did nothing, I think that will have a lot to do with what kind of steam and legs this movement has. Let's finish it off with this one from John Jones. This is, I want to say Portland, but this could be out in New Mexico because that's where John Jones is, but it's you've seen this a lot of protesters doing this, laying down with their hands behind their back on a bridge, stopping traffic. Just beautiful, man. I love it. It's heartwarming, and I'm emotionally been all over the place this past week, just seeing how amazing people are and fighting for the good fight, man. All right, let's do some shout outs to get out of here. Shout out to Netflix's Joke, Human Play, PLAE 3S. Shout out Shay Thinks, Adam Ray Comedy, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, _ Erica Mann, and Johnny Bones. Shout out to you. Be sure to check out and support our sponsors, of course, stationhousecoffee.com and Station House Coffee on the Instagram for small batch, single origin, premium coffee brewed in Vermont and shipped directly to you. Get some high-quality coffee, support small business, and support the show by going to stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. Also, get $25 in credit with your new cell phone service over at Ting. Go to inspireddisorder.com/Ting. That's TING. It's where you get $25 in credit for best coverage in the world. Same low rates, now with 3 coast-to-coast networks. I use Ting. I love it. My cell phone bill is minimal. It's so low, like $20-30 since this quarantine started. So you can get basically a month of service if you're living my life when you go sign up now over at inspireddisorder.com/Ting. That's TING for $25 credit. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Go binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy new merch over at inspireddisorder.com. Follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!